This is about 10 minutes to 4 in the morning. You know where we are, right? We're at the airport. And I had... the night started off for the first 3 or 4 hours. One trip an hour, averaging about between $10 and $15 a trip. And that was kind of slow. And then after 10 o'clock, it picked up and got a little more regular. Still in all, I was able to watch a couple of movies. And I just finished watching one, and then I got a call, and I took this guy downtown to meet his friend who was going to a convenience store to get something. And then I dropped them off back at their friend's house. And then I went to an appointment. I went to meet up with the guy who drives this car on weekends, Saturday night and Sunday night. He's going away on vacation for the holidays, and so I brought him out to the airport. He called me last night, Sunday night, or was it Saturday night? Yeah, I think it was late on Saturday night after I did my groceries and stuff. He called me to say that he needs a ride tonight. Well, actually, this is Tuesday morning to the airport. So, yeah, just dropped him off. And I'll be picking him up in January, on the 5th of January. So he gave me $62 for 52 on the meter to bring him out here. So that's pretty good. And before I picked him up, the night was pretty good. So it's been wonderful so far. And if in the next couple hours I make a little more money, it'll be a wonderful night. Go around this stupid, ridiculous thing. And I'll talk to you sooner. Well, it's 10 minutes to 6 in the morning. It's Wednesday morning. That means it's the end of a Tuesday night. It's been good. It's been busy. It's been steady. I'm tired of driving rather than being tired of sitting around. I did get to watch a movie and a half because at the first half of the night was a little slow, and then it picked up and got busy. It was also, I believe, a full moon, and that caused people to be, no, I'm not going there. I'm finishing my night. And so I'm going to... Is it gonna give me a... It's not reprimanding me for... Oh, this is weird. Usually it would reprimand me for that trip. Okay, well, let's book 990 because I rejected a trip in my zone. That's okay. And now I'm booked off, and now I'm heading to another branch of the bank here. This one is at Uptown. Now, Uptown is this totally convoluted, fucked up mall that is a real pain to get into and a pain to get out of. It's just awkward and makes no sense at all. And they put these one-way things, no enter here, no enter there. I'm supposed to go all the way around the parking lot to get to the bank, which is right here, instead of going straight to it when there's no traffic. Yeah, that's right. It's about 10 minutes to 9 on Wednesday night, and I wouldn't be recording anything now except that it was like seeing a ghost today. I just picked up a customer and took him home, and it was the same guy who had been in my cab on Friday night, the same guy who wanted to go to Burger King, and I left him downtown. It turns out he didn't recognize me, and it turns out that everything's fine. He's okay when he's not drunk. He was sober this time, and he was okay. He wasn't scary. Like, where the fuck are we going? Remember that? He wasn't like that. He was okay. So far the night is a little bit stressful. There's a little more traffic around than usual, which I'm not too crazy about. It's pretty light right here, but there were other parts of town where traffic was heavier. So I just need to pace it. It looks like it's gonna die. It looks like it's dying down a little now, and it's not gonna be such a rush. But this season is insane. You know what? I'll just get back to you at the end of this shift. Oh, it's Thursday morning. It's just 5 o'clock. This was a strange night in that at the very beginning, you know, from 6 o'clock till 9, traffic was just in the way. And every time I would get a call, it would be far away, and I'd have to fight through all that traffic to get to the call, and then pick up people who are not going very far. Then at around 9 o'clock it all changed. It all turned around. And I was getting trips nearby that were going good distances. Or even connecting, you know. As soon as I'd drop one off, I'd get another call right around the corner. And it would go far. Ain't nothing coming. I'll make a right turn. Yeah, and then at around 2 o'clock, it completely died. And in the last 3 hours, I've had 2 trips. And fallen asleep about 4 times to the same movie that I'm trying to watch the end of. Yep. That's the way it goes. So probably not much is going to happen now. 1 more hour to go. Probably half an hour from now, or as soon as I've seen the movie, I'm going to go wash. No, I'm not going to wash the car. I'm going to go through the automatic car wash because it's -2 out there right now. I keep having to crank the heat every so often just to stay comfortable in here. Anyways, yeah, that's pretty much it for the Wednesday night shift, and I'm sorry for the shaky camera work, but my arm is tired and the rest of me is falling asleep. Oh, Friday morning at the airport, and I just dropped off. This is another $350 or so night, maybe a little more, yeah, something like that. And it's 4:43 a.m. 4:45. I got an hour and 15 minutes left to go. It has been a busy shift. Busy, busy, busy. I had a lot of short trips. I got sent to shopping malls a lot before 9 o'clock because people are doing shopping and buying stuff for Christmas and whatever holiday you want to call it. Kwanzaa, Hanukkah, whatever. I've had enough of it already, and I've been able to avoid hearing Christmas carols so far. Yeah, and I just dropped these two guys off at the airport after working steady all night. Every time I pull into the parking lot to do some, to watch a video or something, I would have another call. I'd be sent to a shopping mall. I'd be sent to an apartment building. And most of the trips were shorter. I've filled the sheet. I've done better tonight than I probably will do on Friday nights in January. Good week so far. Yeah, so now I'll drive back into town. Have I got anything memorable about tonight? Oh, it's just the usual. Pigs and drunks and idiots and damn fools and red traffic lights and cars in the way. And it's this time of year. Pedestrians stepping out without looking. The usual. Whoa, okay, let's go. Let's get around this one too. Oh yeah. Hate these things. Just hate them. Talk to you sooner. Well, it's dark. It's the morning. It's about, what time is it? About 20 to 7. 20 to 7 in the morning, and here I am, finished my Friday night shift. Here's how it went. The Friday night was a little slower and a little less hectic than the last 3 nights. Like Tuesday night, Wednesday night, and Thursday night, the beginnings of the shifts were just horrible. I was being sent long distances, and the traffic was heavy, and the traffic lights were all red, and it was just awkward. Tonight, it went pretty smooth. It was not quite, the pace was not quite as fast, and so there was a chance to take a breath in between fares. And it went very well until, it went very well. It was just smooth, and I made a lot of connections with people getting out and people getting in immediately, or other ones where there was one time where I got sent to, or I took somebody to a building and dropped off on one side and got a call as soon as I was leaving the driveway to the other side of the same building, which was just marvelous. And I think it happened 3 or 4 times that I emptied downtown, or people got out downtown and somebody else got in right away. It all fell flat around 3 o'clock, and I sat for about an hour, and then I had another call, and I called her, and she never came out. 20 minutes later, 10 minutes later, I was still sitting there after calling her. The call was 20 minutes old, and there was no sign of any lights changing in the house. There was one window lit, and that window stayed lit, and none of the other lights came on, no doors open and nothing. I waited a few more minutes. I booked it a no-load, but I still waited a few more minutes to see if I'd get another call while waiting there, and I did not get another call, and I just decided that's not worth it. So I went back to the parking lot to watch some more video, and I watched a little more video, and then around 5 o'clock, I started getting some business again. And I think I had 3 trips after 5 o'clock. I did a grand total well over 400. I'm happy with that. I'm pleased. It wasn't 500, but it was better than 400 by quite a shot. So I'm not complaining. And you know what? For the first time in quite a while, I'm actually refreshed after working a Friday night. Whereas usually I'm dragging my ass by this time. And see, towards the end, I was so busy that I didn't have a chance to do to shoot any video while I was finishing my night. I had to, well, wash the mats anyway, spray them at the wand wash, and then I went through the automatic car wash because the temperature is -3. It's below freezing. Then I went and fueled up, and then I came here, and I sat here with the heater on to let the mats dry, and I was adding up the Interacs, and I am owed quite a hefty sum of money from my overs on credit card and debit card transactions, and not to mention company charges on accounts and taxi saver coupons and everything else. So it was a good week. It was good. I made over 1,000 for myself. I'm not going to say exactly how much, but more than 1,000, including tips, of course. We're including tips, of course. So I really can't complain about this week. We got one more week till Christmas, and then 1 week in between Christmas and New Year's. I will not be working Christmas Eve this year, or New Year's Eve, unfortunately, because my days on this car are Monday to Friday, and that's the deal. It's my car Monday to Friday. Saturday, Sunday, I don't get it, so I don't get to work those nights. I don't really mind, because from now on, it should be pretty easy. Well, maybe next week the weeknights might be stupid like they were this week. I certainly hope not, but it's possible that the full moon was an influence on this week's performance, because it was totally loony, Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday nights at the beginning of the shift until about 9 or 10 o'clock, and those 3 or 4 hours sets the tone for the rest of the night. And when my tone is set for the first 4 hours, it takes another 4 or 5 hours for me to regain my composure or to feel good again. But this time, those 3 nights were quite hellish. But this Friday, for a Friday, I wasn't stressed, I wasn't strained, I wasn't rushed. The pace was just right. It worked out fine. And I'm pleased with it. Have I repeated myself at least twice? Probably. Well, still, I hope yours is better than mine. Have yourself a good morning or a good night or a good afternoon or whatever it is.